Andy, it's been an eventful week at the club. Can we get your first impressions on the new head coach?
Yeah, very good. Since the days he's came in, you're right, it's been a wee bit hectic because he came in Thursday, first time we'd seen him, and we had the game Saturday, so he was obviously trying to get his ideas across. We knew he couldn't get all of them across by the time Saturday, we were all realistic, and he just said to go in with it with an open mind, and if we do that then he can improve us, and I think all the players believe that.
Does it feel like a whole new approach with the new backroom team as well?
Yeah, of course. It's never nice when people lose their job, especially like good people, like the people that lost their jobs, unfortunately. But that's the way of the football world. We all know that, and it's I suppose we never really had that change under Mick. He kept most of the staff, and most of it kept the same. And now there's completely new people, and obviously, especially for me, it's the first time I've ever worked under a foreign manager, so it's a wee bit different. But like I said, all the players are buying into it, and and the coach and all these ideas are coming across well, and hopefully we can show that in the coming games.
Do you think it can give you a fresh impetus? Maybe the changes come at the right time.
Of course it can, yeah. Completely new ideas from the manager to the first team coach to everyone's changing. So it'll give us fresh ideas, and it will hopefully give us a lift. Obviously we got the positive result on Saturday, and we managed to keep a clean sheet, and that's a massive positive for us. So hopefully long may that continue.
Be honest, had you heard of Marco Silva this time last week?
I actually had, yeah, because I'd played with Ryan Gold from Dundee United, and he worked under him at Sporting Lisbon for the first year he was there. So surprisingly, I think I was one of the only ones that maybe had heard of him. But I'd spoke to him about him, and he had nothing but positive words, and I think all the Lisbon players really liked him. So that gave us a wee bit of insight to it, and it made us look forward to that a wee bit more.
Is there a little bit of sympathy in the dressing room for Mike Phelan, and have you spoken to him since last week?
Of course, yeah. When I found out the news, I texted him because he's only been here manager a short time, but he's been here as part of our our team for a long time. He came in when Steve Bruce was the manager, and he was part of the success that got us promoted last season. So we thanked him for that, and thanked him for all the help that he gave me personally. And like I said, it's never nice when people lose their job, especially a good man like Mick, and it was unfortunate, but we need to move on from it now.
What about the game then tomorrow night? How big an opportunity on a personal level for you is it to play in a cup final? How are the players viewing it?
Of course, we've got to look forward to it. It's a semi final in the cup. The last couple of rounds we've done well against good teams, and now we're at the semi final. We've came up against a massive team like Man United. It's over 2 legs, and I think all the players are looking forward to it. I'm sure the manager and all the coaches are looking forward going to Old Trafford, and that'll be their first taste of it, and some of the players will be a first taste. So we're all really looking forward to it, and we'll get a good training session today, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll get a positive result.
What about all the defensive problems? Is that going to make it even tougher for you? Is it going to be a makeshift back four?
Who knows? Obviously Curtis and Harry missed Saturday. I don't know how. I've not seen them, so I don't know how they are. It looks like Doss is obviously missing out, and we've lost Elmo to the Cup of Nations. So yeah, we are struggling a wee bit back there. But I thought Jake done brilliant when he went in there on Saturday, and Big Tom looked at home when he went back for the last 20 minutes. So whatever team we put out, we'll try and still put in a good performance and try to get a positive result. But we need to check how the injuries are, and you never know, a couple of them might make it for tomorrow.
When you're facing a Manchester United side who've really hit form, is it about as tough as it could get this?
Yeah, I think they had a wee dip, and then since then they've hit the top. I watched a bit of them against Reading, and they were deadly at times going forward. It just looked as if they were going to score every time, and that's what we're up against. I think he's come out and said he's going to change it again, but unfortunately for us the changes are Pogba and Ibrahimovic and players like that coming in. So it's a massive task for us, but we're proud already to be in the semi-final, and we've not really got anything to lose in this tie. So hopefully, if we take that attitude, we can maybe cause an upset.
Have you played centre-half before?
No, I think Steve Bruce actually played me in one of the pre-season games this season at centre-back for the second half, and that was my only experience. But other than that, I've never done it, so I don't think I'm an option.
On a more serious note, if I may, and you've alluded to it already, and we've talked to the coach about this exchange of information, and I wonder if there has been a point where you've been close to overload, because he obviously has bucket loads of ideas and information that he wants to impart on you. How have you dealt with that?
Yeah, he's came in and he says, we've got a lot of ideas that we need to get across, but he's, like I said, he's been realistic. He's not filled our heads with so much information that we can't all take it in. He's before Saturday's game, Thursday, Friday we worked on our defensive shape and he started with that. So, and then we'll move on to attacking because he's obviously thought we're leaking too many goals and he thinks that's the first problem we need to do. I'm sure he's not finished with that, and we'll still need to work this week and maybe next, still going on to that. So, he's not been unrealistic and tried to cram it all into 2 days or even a week. So, over the next coming weeks, I'm sure all the boys will learn a lot about how he wants to go about his business and how we're going to play and for the run into the end of the season.